Working.
There's
That's working
something
quite
going
well.
on. What have I got?
That's cool.
Let me see what's going on.
Let's try the
Baby,
harmonizer.
baby, baby. I knew it was A. Fall offs.
Okay, same settings.
Damn, this is not working out right there, is it very well? Whoa! My boat's rocking, baby. I'm on an arc. Good to know the most important lick in rock and roll, I think.
But there's got to be a way to do it with the I/O and the routing inside the Axe effects. But that's a problem for future figure out. And now I have to change some routing,
You can just see the natural flow of that pattern.
Which is cool because now I have basically two and then
Those are the patterns, I think. Oh. Oh. No. No.
I can pretty much already picture the comments that might be coming in, which is like, why do this? This is so much stuff. This is overkill. You're way overthinking this. Why not just use the Axe Fix, or the Quad Cortex, or the Helix Stadium XL, or a Kemper? Or why not just run one amp on a traditional pedal board rig like I already have? And to be fair, those are completely valid questions. I understand why you might think that. And for me, the only real answer I have is because this is fun. I really love this stuff. I enjoy the problem-solving aspect. I enjoy the part where you try and figure out how to make stuff work together that might be a challenge. And also, the opportunity that I have on this gig is not lost on
Home
me.
safe.
See, all my years as a working guitar player and touring musician up until this point have been spent with
God,
smaller
this
bands,
cable's
small
driving me
artists where
nuts.
we were in a 15
Get out of
passenger
here.
van
Oh,
with a
try
small
this.
trailer, and we just were always limited
Try
on
that.
space.
Yeah,
and
that's
we're
a-
playing
that's
small
all right.
rooms. I love being able to do that stuff, but I finally now have the opportunity that I've always dreamt of
Let's see
playing
something else.
bigger rooms,
I got
bigger
nothing. That's
stages
dry.
consistently on tour night after night. We have a tractor trailer. I can bring pretty much whatever I want, so I'm gonna. I could easily get away with just running the Axe Effects and a floor controller and sending that to front of house, and it would sound phenomenal. I just did it with the Quad Cortex, and it sounded great. But this is way more fun.
I don't even know how it was running through that.
Now, I don't want to give anyone the impression that I'm saying anything remotely close to, this is how you have to set your rig up. But I do have kind of a philosophy when it comes to this sort of stuff. Sometimes it's easy to forget that we're in show business, and when people buy a ticket to come see your band play live, no matter if it's in a stadium, an arena, or a small club, or somewhere in between, they're coming to see a show. And a huge part of your job as a musician or an artist on stage is to put on a show. I would actually argue that's the whole job. So what does it have to do with the work? Well, see, for me, I believe that aesthetics matter. When people come to a show and they buy a ticket and they walk into that room and they see amps on stage and they see drums on stage and they see synthesizers and guitars and basses, when they see the gear on stage, I think it adds something valuable to the experience for the audience, even if they're not musicians, even if they have no idea what a guitar amp even is or any of this crap in this rack. It doesn't matter. It makes the show more interesting, more visually appealing, and in some cases, like having cabinets on moving there, I think it makes the show sound better too. But that's a whole other can of worms. So yeah, I'll admit, this is way overkill. This is over the top. I don't need to run a tube amp head into the fractal Axe Effects 3. Is anyone going to be able to tell when I'm playing the tube amp versus possibly playing a model in the Axe Effects? No. Could I pare this rig down to just the Axe Effects, the power amp, and a cabinet or a pair of cabinets on stage? Totally. And I may end up doing that for fly dates or something. I could fly with just this one rack and backline a couple of cabinets. Yes, a big part of this for me is that I will like the way that I sound on stage. And when you sound good, you feel good. When you feel good, you play good. But for me, another significant part of this whole thing is because this is fun, this is cool, and it's going to look rad on stage. And you may not agree with that. That's totally fair. You may lean more towards that simplified, minimalistic approach. By all means, if you want to show up and play a show with one guitar, one pedal on the floor, and send it straight to front of house, that's completely fine. And just like on the other end of the spectrum, when the Edge comes up to a show with his, tractor trailer full of racks and amps and ISO booths and guitars and a team of people that have to set it up and a pedal board that's the size of a queen mattress, like that's also valid. That's the same. That is the Edge.
Okay, so that's where we're at in the process right now. I think the next phase is to start to get some of these concepts and these components really locked in. Specifically know, like, what am I going to take? What cases do I need to order? Anything that requires a long turnaround time, like having road cases made, I probably need to get done in the next week or so, just in case there's some kind of holdup. I'm not like rushing to get things done right before we leave for tour. I've also just reached out to my friends over at XTS, Barry and the guys, and trying to get them involved in the process as well. Again, if you want to hear this rig see the Midnight on tour. U.S. tour dates are posted down below. If we're coming to a city near you, grab some tickets, come out to the show. It would be great to see you all out there. Don't forget, you can get a special discount on Fretboard Fundamentals Ultimate Edition via the link in the description box down below. And I'll also have some affiliate links down there if you're interested in any of the gear that I talked about today. I do not want commission on anything we buy through those links. It doesn't cost you any extra, and it's a great way to support the channel if you enjoy what I'm doing. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Rhett Show, and we'll see you very soon on the next video.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the show. My name is Matt Morris. We are live right now on YouTube as well as on Rumble at Matt Morris TV. Folks, we have just gotten a hold of some brand new economic data for the month of January 2026. And as it would turn out, we really are living in the Trump golden age. We are going to break all of that down. The Democrats are also, right now, I kid you not, upset at the Trump administration and Trump's DOJ for actually releasing all of the Epstein files. Their entire script, the Democrats' entire script, has now just flipped as of this morning by a factor of 180 degrees after the files have now completely exonerated President Trump and have proven his innocence, whereas the files have similarly completely implicated numerous senior ranking Democrats. We're going to talk about that story today. We also have some very curious news to break down taking place in El Paso, Texas. The El Paso, Texas earthquake today that temporarily caused a total airspace shutdown, as it would seem the cartels or somebody I don't know have to land and then immediately find out. Very curious story. We're going to break down all the details there. In other news, this is where things really get depressing evil in British Columbia, Canada. Guess what? Transgender or transsexual, I don't even know what the term is these days, mass shooter. And after looking through all of the details,
Of course, can't see anything.
help
Stupid
start
microphone.
to notice a
Tell me
very
something.
concerning trend
I'll tell
is
you
taking
what.
place.
Man,
Not
I'm gonna
just in
finish up here. I'm
Canada, but
getting
in the
my
United
card 'cause
States
I'm
as
old.
well. Europe also. So we're going to break down all of the details there. Grotesque, evil, terrible, satanic, demonic. We're going to break down all the details. I think
How to?
somebody has to. And finally, ladies and gentlemen, today we also have some absolutely massive updates pertaining to the Save America Act. We have some good news. And there's a little bit of a spoiler here. The America First congressional Republicans are done playing softball. Now they are the ones that are making the demands. The America First Republicans are done waiting around. They're done with these rhinos stalling out and slowing things down. In fact, now, as it would seem, they are effectively issuing an ultimatum of sorts. Pass the Save America Act or we are shutting everything down. Things are getting serious. So folks, today, oh my gosh, we have a lot to talk about today. Before we get into it, ladies and gentlemen, make sure to do me a favor. If you would be so kind, hit that like button right now before you forget to do it. If you're new to the show, welcome to the show. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. And like, subscribe, follow. I think I checked all the boxes there. Ladies and gentlemen, why don't we go ahead and get right into the coverage. Thank you all for being here on a happy Wednesday morning. On a Wednesday morning, no less. Ladies and gentlemen, let's go ahead and talk about this new economic data that is coming out today. Breaking news, hot off the press, earlier this morning. The U.S. economy added 140,000 jobs in the month of January, crushing expectations of 55,000. The experts had projected 55,000 new jobs would be created in January. Trump said, double, in fact, almost triple to 130,000 new jobs. The unemployment rate fell all the way down to
line is I'd say there's three
All right,
facts
see you
that I
later.
think that I really hope that
Sweating.
the viewers would think about.